Right, quick little one for you. I'm going to take your photo from this to this and give you that Need for Speed vibe. It's really, really easy. I did it from the photo shoot that I posted the other day. Some people asked me, so I thought I would give you the tutorial, all right? I've just woken up, which is why I've got my hood on, because my hair looks like shit. But anyway, the edit. Probably the longest bit, probably the most important bit, but I'm not going to go into that because that's going to take forever, and yeah, I'm not doing it. So if you want the edit, it's in my new preset pack, 50% off right now. Down in the description, you can get the ultimate pack, which has all the presets I've ever sold. But this is it here. It's made for the forest, but it actually works on this car. I'll show you the settings. Let me just lift up the exposure so you can actually see what we're on about. So about there, bring this down, shadows back down. So about there, that down a little bit more. So that's without the adjustments, but the general base of the edit is that. So these are the first settings. These are the second settings. Here's the page, second page, third page, fourth page of the tone curve. Make sure you pause this and copy it if you don't want to go download the preset pack. There's the first page of the colors, second page, third page. There's the color wheels. There's the camera calibration, and I've also added in a little bit of grain. So if you don't want to download it, you can copy those settings and pause it and get it for free. But obviously if you do want it, plus 24 other presets in the whole pack, there's a 50% discount on. It ends on the 31st of December, so I think I've posted this on the 30th, hopefully. So you've got 2 days to take advantage of that. You can get 30 presets for half the price of one pack, so you might as well go check it out. Anyway, let's move on to the most important bit. So we're not going to do much else with the colours apart from bring the reds back to where they... Oh, fuck, no. Bring the reds back up to saturation so you can actually see them. I wanted to do that. And then the main bit that is going to affect this is the ground. So we're going to pull this right up. So it's affecting all of this. And then you're going to minus the subject because we don't want to touch the car. The car's in a really nice position. And then you are going to grab the blacks, bring them down, contrast, bring them up, highlights down, shadows down. Little adjustments, not crazy, but just a bit. Maybe blacks even more. Then you're going to come down to the clarity. This is the bit that's going to make it turn from this nice floor to this really like intense, textured, a bit over the top floor. So there's the floor, there's not the floor. There's the floor, there's not the floor. So I don't normally touch clarity because it is a bit too much. But for this style of photo, you can afford to go a bit crazy. So we're going to pull it all the way up to there. And then if it's still a bit bright, like these areas that are a little bit bright, we're going to bring down the blacks even more, shadows even more, highlights, and then you can grab the exposure, but that's going to affect it a lot, but just be careful. So I'd go about there. Yeah, I'd go about there. So you've got those nice dark rich bits there, really big texture. It's just going to bring, yeah, it's just going to make it look a lot more rough, and Need for Speed is kind of like that. It's a bit intense. This isn't supposed to be like a real life edit. This is supposed to be an over the top game style edit. So yeah, that's that. I wouldn't really do much apart from maybe select the subject and get that into a nice position that you're happy with. Like if you just wanted to add a few more, I would like to darken it maybe a little bit. I'm looking at the right side. Obviously the light source is on here, exposing this, and then this side is the darker side, but this is the side we're going to be using in Photoshop, which is where we're going next. So you're going to do that to your photo. I've already obviously saved mine. That's all you're going to do, and then you're going to open Photoshop, and I recommend using the beta version because it's better. And then from there, you're going to grab your photo, wherever ours is, here, bosh, throw it into Photoshop AI, and then obviously you can see we've got the darker side here of the car, and you've got the lighter side here. We want this side because it's also with the wall, which we're going to do something very fun here. You're going to unlock this layer, you're going to duplicate the layer. So you're going to hold Alt on your keyboard, drag it up, duplicate it. Make sure that layer is selected that you've just duplicated, and then you're going to press Edit, you're going to press Transform, you're going to press Flip Horizontal. That is going to then flip the photo to the other side, and you can see we've got that nice dark side with the dark side of the car and that lovely wall. So then you can probably see where I'm going. You've obviously seen it in the thumbnail, so I don't even know why I'm pretending. It's going to make a tunnel because we've got that wall on the right side. So all we're going to do is from here, we just grab the eraser. It's really easy, and you just rub out the left side. And then you see the wall there. But obviously there's this line. So obviously this was the bright side of the car. So we need to find that middle point where the two colours of the shadows sync up as they're crossing over to the darker side, and then it will look like one photo. So you do have to be slow. So you can see on the ground now, the line's getting thinner. There, the line's gone. There's a little bit there, but just ignore that. And it merges in with the colours, and it's going to do the same with the car. So look, still an obvious line. Still an obvious line. Oh, no, yeah, that's gone right there. Bosh. So obviously the number plate's flipped, but who's looking at the fucking number plate? No one cares. Same with the windscreen. About there. And then drag it up to the sky. And then you can see the car has now got both dark sides on both sides of the car. Obviously we've got 2 badges, but I'll show you in a second. You can get rid of that. Do the same with the sky. The building's probably going to be the hardest bit. Yep, okay, the building's fucked up. So this is a benefit of using Photoshop AI. So now we can fix that and make it look like one. So all we do is we highlight the area that we wanted to fix, and then we're just going to grab this. And then all you're going to do is press generate. And what this is going to do is Photoshop AI is going to go, right, let's see what you've got here. You want to add something in the box that you also want it to like use as a reference, and then it's going to try and merge that in and make it make sense. So this should do, hopefully, a good job. It just takes a little while to load. And there you go. And then it gives you 3 options to look through. So for now, it's not perfect, but we'll go for that one. That one makes sense for me right now. From there, we can then deselect that, and then we are going to just quickly get rid of the badge. What side is the badge normally on a car? Left side or right side? I think it's right side. So we're going to get rid of the car. We're going to get rid of the badge. So we're going to do the same thing, generate fill. And then it will just generate, and it will just use the paint around it and just get rid of it. Really, really easy. Cool, so then that's done. That is the photo flipped, the ground brought up, nice dark exposed car with the edit that I showed you. And then you could obviously go further with AI, and you could fill in all this dead space with even more. Like you can make this tunnel go all the way down, or add something in there. I don't know what I did with the thumbnail, but I'm not doing it right now. And then you can obviously add the Need for Speed logo and all that type of stuff. But yeah, mainly grab the clarity, whack that floor up, flip the image, make sure you've got a tunnel or something, a wall on one side of it, and you can make this cool effect from a normal photo. All right, so yeah, make sure you grab the presets if you want them, because you've got 2 days left before that discount goes, and that is that. Go make some Need for Speed photos, flip them, make them look cool. No one has to know that this is Photoshop. No one's going to ask, unless they see the ground and the line and the dodgy building, but let's just pretend it's not. Anyway, see you later.